everyone. Welcome to the Playback Podcast presented by Car, your weekly podcast featuring America's favorite dancers, hosted by America's favorite road warriors. We are your hosts, Jocelyn, Kristyn, and Julie. And if you're watching, it may look a little different today.
We're in a new space. We've been so excited about this new space that we couldn't film last week because we wanted to make sure that at least some parts of it are up. And it is pretty much almost halfway done.
Yes.
I can't believe it could even get cooler than this.
Right? We're so excited. We have a lot of fun stuff planned for you guys. So obviously, since we took a quick little break over spring break, we're going to be covering those March 23rd weekend shows. Yes. Car, Rainbow Ultra, all the things. So let's get into it.
Okay, I was in Redondo Beach, a nice little local show. I love a little local, I can drive home after loadout show. That's kind of fun. I'm going to start out with Act 271, To Be Loved. This was Hayden Campbell from Brooklyn Dance Academy. I don't know about you guys. I've never seen Brooklyn Dance Academy before, but maybe I just haven't worked the shows that they've been at.
Yeah.
So this was my first time. Loved them. Loved this beautiful soloist. She does this leg turn. I had to type it out. I can't do it. There's no way I can do this. She does this leg turn where she's turning and fans her leg and then continues with another revolution in between the fan, if that makes sense. And you're probably watching it above or below. And I thought that was so cool. How do you do that? How do you teach that? I don't know. Yeah. But just that turn alone brought me in. I think I was taking photos backstage with the backup camera too at that time. So when I saw her do that turn, I was just like, whoa, hey, hang on. I need to actually watch the rest of this solo right now. And she was stunning, and she ended up getting first overall. A ton of soloists too, so she killed it.
Nice. Okay, I was not out at a show, so I was scrolling through our results pages, and I wanted to check out Car Sacramento. And of course, gotta talk about Triple Threat Performing Arts. This dancer is insanely beautiful, and I always look forward to seeing what her dances look like every season. This is Act 448, The Impossible Dream. This dancer's name is Isabel Jones.
Yes.
She won first overall top elite 9 to 11 solo, and I mean, when you watch this performance, there's no denying why. She is absolutely stunning. What I love about her is she's so gentle in her movement. Her movement quality is so light and airy, and it goes through every tip of her finger. Every single movement she is finishing, and it's not just a sharp movement, it's breathing till that last moment. And I think it's so stunning. I think it's why when she's on stage, everyone's kind of watching her on the edge of their seat, because I think there's a lot to say about a dancer who can come on stage and be slow and still command the room. It's easy to come out on stage and be here I am, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But to come on stage and just be so soft and still command that room, that just goes to show your technicality, your poise, your control, everything about you is so stunning. So I love watching Isabel Jones. So congratulations to her. And yeah, amazing job.
She is actually one of our Car Convention proteges for 2024.
Oh,
we're super excited to have her. She's coming to Hollywood Dance Experience as well.
Love it.
So I got to give a little shout out to Hollywood Dance Experience. If you don't know, now you know. You have to come. The choreographers that we have lined up for Hollywood Dance Experience 2024 is blowing my mind as a former dancer, former professional dancer. I want to go in the classes and take them with your dancers. So if that doesn't tell you anything, you need to sign up for HDE. You've probably received a $500 scholarship or a $250 scholarship for one of your performances at one of our events. Use it. Use it. Yeah. And if you can't come to HDE this summer and you want to get a taste of what HDE could be like, come to our Car Convention. You probably got one of those scholarships as well. Sign up now. Registration is open.
Let's go. All right. I was at Ultra Detroit this weekend, or 2 weekends ago. First one I want to talk about is Act 265, Satisfied from Above the Bar. Wow, Above the Bar, the whole weekend was just absolutely crazy. There were so many groups I was trying to pick from, but this one I really, really was just so amazed by. It was, I think, that song from Hamilton. I'm not 100% like familiar with Hamilton, but I think it was a Hamilton song.
Yeah.
And they just did it in such like a crazy way. Like it was musical theater, but they had so much technique. They had props. They were like, it was just done so beautifully. And the storytelling was absolutely insane. The main girl that was playing, I think Angelica is like the main girl.
I don't know Hamilton. Like, I don't know it like that.
I'm gonna go and educate myself after
Yeah,
this.
it's like the main girl.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
The main girl though, she was absolutely stunning, and I think she really like drove their whole story really, really well, and like held down that like lead dancer position, and it was absolutely stunning. All their groups were so crazy. It was so hard to pick just one, but absolutely loved this one. So good.
Oh, dang. Above the bar.
Heck yeah.
Okay, we're going to go back to Redondo Beach. This was Act 305 at 1+1. You know that Beyonce song?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Dancer's name is Addison. She goes to the Rage. I just have to say, Tiffany from the Rage, Tiffany Rojas, the way that all of your dancers are so technically sound is incredible. Every single one is, their passe is up so high and they're nailing 7, 8, 9, 10 revolutions in every pirouette that they do, and all of the tricks too. So like they have the technique and they have the tricks and they have the performance quality, and I just want to know how you teach that, because every single one of her dancers are so well diverse in that. I don't know it. This dancer, Addison, I said her turns are insane, and Tiffany, please teach me how you teach that. Their technique and passion is absolutely beautiful, and I was obsessed with getting to see them this season. This was my first time seeing them this season.
Oh yeah,
they're great. And Tiffany's passion in the audience while her dancers are dancing. Yeah. I think we talked about this last season too. Her passion for her dancers while they're performing on stage. I'm just like, you can tell that she loves everything that she does and every single one of her dancers, and it radiates in the audience. Like I feel it when I'm at the table, her passion in the audience, and I feel it from her dancers.
Yeah.
It's great. Whatever she's doing, training those dancers, she's doing a really good job.
Work.
Love it. Okay, I'm going to talk about CART Louisville, and this studio is Hermitage Dance Academy. We know them. We love them. I believe this song is also from Hamilton, so sticking with that vibe. Act 5, 577, Quiet Uptown. That song's from Hamilton, right?
It is, yeah.
Intermediate line, 12 to 14, first overall. So beautiful. Like, first of all, they had like set the tone with the lampposts and like really made it feel like you're like, you know,
one thing about Hermitage is the props.
Yes.
So they know how to do it.
And it was subtle. It wasn't like it was crazy, but I just loved it, and they were turning them on and off, and I just loved the constant movement. I think that's what was so cool about it, is I feel like it never stopped. Like there were moments that, you know, obviously picked up and wherever, but like there was always someone just constantly, consistently moving, and it almost gave like this like slow motion effect at some points. But I just thought it was so beautifully done. That song is stunning, and so kind of just bringing on more dancers to emote that. And it's a little bit more of a mature song, and it was 12 to 14, and I saw some younger kids in there too. So great job to Hermitage. You guys always bring that storytelling element, and it was such a beautiful way. But I do want to shout out your duet trio, intermediate, 12 to 14, first overall. This was 367, Somebody's Eyes. Again, with like the emotion and the character, but in a complete different way. These girls had like newspapers and fedoras, and they were very much like a boss babe out on the town. You know what I mean? It was like a fun trio. And it was like from the second they came on, they were on their cute little bench, and they were just kind of had all the attitude. And yeah, so just congrats to Hermitage. You guys had an awesome weekend, a couple first overall wins. But most importantly, like, I just love those pieces. I feel like Andrea is always so good about bringing those pieces that, you know,
like so much storytelling. And she does such a good job with her kids too, because they are telling that story through their movement. Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
All right. I have another one from Ultra Detroit. This was Act 224, Rinse and Repeat from All That Glitters. I loved watching them this weekend. They had a very big group of like 9 to 11s that were super, super strong. All their 9 to 11 solos were absolutely crazy. And then this group was also a 9 to 11 group, and they were so, so good. Like the technique at that age is just absolutely insane, and they all have the longest legs. Like I don't know how every single kid in this group just has legs that are like 3 feet above their head, but it's so crazy. And they all use them so well, and they use that strength as a group like very well, and it's just so entertaining to watch and so great when they're so young and you see them like so into it. And at awards they had the best energy too. They were so hyped. They were so happy to be there. Like I just love seeing that, especially in younger kids. You're like, oh, they love this. Like I love seeing that. It's so good.
They love it.
Great job.
Okay, the next one that I want to talk about is Act 166, Toy Story from Brooklyn Dance Academy. It was their production. And there is one part in particular that got me laughing at the table. So they did like, obviously Toy Story, the movie, right? They were going through the sets and the scenes and everything. And they have to have Barbie. So they have Barbie and they do the whole Barbie girl. And it was these 2 cute, beautiful dancers. One was Barbie, one was Ken. But like the short shorts with the blue top, button up with the scarf Ken, even had the wig. I was already dying because the way that they were dancing was so Barbie-like. And I was loving it. And then they did this part where Ken ripped open the shirt and had spray tanned abs on this cute little dancer. And Barbie was like, oh. And Ken was like, ah. And I lost my mind at the table. I love when they incorporate like silly things. Like they did the whole Andy's coming thing. But I got to say that Barbie part is what really got me. They were great. They ended up winning. I mean, I'm a sucker for a Disney movie too. So 10 out of 10, love a Disney movie. Loved that Barbie part. It cracked me up. Like I want to know like what they were thinking when they were going into that. Like the teachers, like, okay, at this part, I'm going to have you do this. And the audience is going to go nuts because everyone was laughing. And I was just sitting there. I think I was sitting there with Suze and I was just like, oh, that was clever. That was very clever. I loved it.
Yeah. Honestly, sometimes I'll be watching shows and there will be like a sound bite and I'm like, that'd be so good in a production of this. Like it's so niche and it's so like no one's brain works like that. But I feel like sometimes I'll be, you know what I mean? Just the smallest thing. I'm like, oh, that'd be the perfect sound bite for a production about this topic.
Yes.
Like, and it's so random, but
it works.
I love that.
It works.
Okay. I'm going to go back to Sacramento really quick. And I was scrolling through the results page, like I mentioned, and sometimes I'll just look for like a song that I'm like, oh, I feel like that would be good. So I saw a top intermediate duet trio 12 to 14 first overall tap to Wonderwall. So already I was like, okay, cool. This is going to be cool. Yeah. It was Act 194 Wonderwall from none other than Triple Threat Performing Arts. We love a Tammy Slater tap. But it was not the song I thought it was. It was obviously Wonderwall that we know, but it was like this jazzy, upbeat like moment.
Okay. I'm painting the picture in my head. You're doing a very good job.
Yeah, like it was so good. I loved it. I feel like I was expecting like this, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like a tap that was gonna be more of that vibe.
Like
and then these 2
vibey.
girls came out and they just like had so much energy. I loved it. I want to see more tap to this song already. Like I'd never heard it before. So Tammy, awesome job. Your kids are always killing it. First overall top intermediate duet trio, 12 to 14. We love me some tap.
Love it. Always.
Amazing. All right. Well, there were so many shows out this weekend. I wasn't at Car Seattle, but I wanted to take a look, cover everyone, spread the love. And I'm so glad I did. I saw Act 376. This is called Smash the Place from Elite School of Dance. Okay. First overall hip hop. Let's go. So it was, she was there. We were hitting everything, and it was so much fun. My favorite thing that I feel like they did such a good job at like almost choreographing like fun moments where they'd be like hyping each other up, and like sometimes that's hard to choreograph because you tell kids like, okay, like interact with your friends, and they're like, I don't know how to do that. Like they like forget how to interact with people. But they did such a good job, and they had so many moments where they were hyping each other up. Like they had like a cipher where like someone would go in the middle and like all on the outside they'd be like hyping everyone up, and like it looked almost like a movie. Like it was choreographed and put in that way, but they did such a good job of staying in it while still having that fun moment where it made you feel like, oh, this is just like a big party. Like I want to dance with them. This is so fun, Like they did such a good job at that. And I feel like when you have like a hip hop or a jazz, like that's the goal, is to make people want to dance on stage with you. Yep. And so they absolutely killed that. First overall, well received. Great job.
Wow.
That's it.
Okay, I'm going to cover a performance from Carr Pembroke Pines. I met this dancer last year at Pembroke Pines, and she was a humble and respectful queen backstage, supporting every single dancer on the stage, which I feel like is really important. And she performed her solo. She's a senior this year, so it's her last time performing on the car stage. It was Act 667, The Show Must Go On. Alyssa Toscano. She is what power is, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like when I see her, even just wandering around, like she is built like a strong and powerful dancer. And you see it when she's performing. I'm sure you guys saw her on the car Instagram page. Her solo was posted. It was The Show Must Go On by Queen. And that song is already very powerful. I love Queen. Killing it. Okay. So the song is powerful and she's powerful, and she's like charging across that stage with her movement, with her tricks, with her choreography. And I remember, I think I saw on social media like a photo of her and her teacher backstage, and they were like holding on to each other before she went out, like as that like motivation. I love seeing the teachers backstage, by the way, when they're like fighting just as hard as their dancer.
Oh, yeah.
It fires me up. Like Tiffany is in the audience firing up her dancers. Alyssa's teacher backstage firing her up from the side. She's cool. I think she got like social media star or something last season too.
We FaceTimed her.
Yeah. She's just all around a great dancer. So is her sister. She is at a wonderful studio. It's Magic Dance Studio, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. They're
I think
fantastic.
They are also very smart dancers too.
Yes.
You know, like she came to one of our convention cities and
Yes.
she came up to me being like, "Hi!" Like we'd never interacted in person, and she came up to me saying like, "Hi, we FaceTimed." Like, "I'm Alyssa." You know, like she's very proactive, especially as like a senior age dancer when you're trying to make those connections. I don't know if she wants to dance professionally, but that's such a smart way to make connections and get yourself out there, because no one's gonna tell you no. Like if you come up to us saying like, "Hey, film my solo," we're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." You know?
when do you
like,
go on? Hang on, let me check the schedule.
Like if you come to us, sure, you know. So I think she's so good at putting herself out there and just being so confident and like sure of herself.
Yes.
That you're like, okay, I'll trust you. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah, it starts like from beyond the stage.
Yep. Congrats, Alyssa. Killed it. Wonderful solo performance. I could watch it over and over. I wish I could be that strong.
Is she going to any of our finals? I'm assuming they do they go to our finals?
Alyssa, are you going
I
to
want
our
to
finals?
find out.
I want to see. Speaking of finals, though, actually, you guys, if you're going to be at our Anaheim finals this season, make sure you go to dancecar.com. We have some awesome deals for you guys right now, specifically for the Hilton Anaheim. That's basically our second home at this point. We're there like 7 times a year.
Yep.
But there's some really cool incentives for you guys. You guys get a little welcome bag. You guys get discounted at all the merchandise stores. So make sure to go to DanceCar and check out that exclusive offer just for Anaheim finals only.
Yes.
So.
If you book the hotel with our group rate, if you go to our merchandise booth, like literally say you go the first day and the second day and the third day and you find some more things, you get 20% off every single purchase you make at the merchandise booth. And you get a program.
Yep.
Which are only given out to the teachers.
And we know you miss them. All the moms come up and all the grandmas come up and say,
They want that
"Where's our
program?"
So you get
You
one.
get one. If you book through us, you get it.
See you there.
All right. I'm going to hit another one from Car Seattle. This is Act 379, Empty Chairs at Empty Tables from the Dance Academy of Puyallup.
Ooh.
Love seeing them. So excited to see this number. Right away, they have this giant like wooden table and all these chairs. And the focus that they commanded in that very first moment was absolutely stunning. Even watching it on video, I was like, whoa. So I can't imagine being there in person and like feeling their energy right away. But it was so captivating. Just such great focus and obviously amazing technique, amazing choreography. But I think the thing that really got me the whole time was just their focus and how in it everyone was, and that there was never a moment where I didn't believe the story that was going on. And even when they moved the prop, like I know sometimes when we go to touch a prop or like do something, we kind of like, okay, I just need to get this here. You know, like it's heavy and it's big and I need to get it there. But I think they like even like grabbing the prop, like stayed in it and stayed committed. So I just loved watching it. And so I like believed their story the whole time because they were so in it. So amazing job to their teachers as well, because that's definitely a hard thing to teach and choreograph of like, okay, you're going to grab the prop with this movement so that it stays integrated. Yeah. But amazing job.
Okay. Speaking of something that like you can't super teach, I want to go back to Redondo Beach. It was Act 411 Imprint from the Artist Collective. Again, another studio I've never seen before. I feel like the choreography and movement within the studio as a whole, whether it was a group performance or a solo, especially this group performance, I feel like it's something that can't be taught. Rather, it's something that they feel, if that makes sense. Like they were so intentional with every movement, whether they were just walking across the stage and switching those formations. It was so cool. They were cool. I don't know how to describe the style of choreography that they were doing or like the category of dance that they were doing, because it just like, it felt cool and like vibey and felt like this the whole time. Constant movement, like never any like stop, start. I don't know. Yeah. I liked watching every single piece of choreography that they brought to our show last weekend, whether it was a solo, duet, trio, large group, small group, their babies, their older kids. And they were so humble and respectful backstage and outside of things, like in the lobby. Like they were so thankful and happy to be there, and they were supportive of every single studio. And I just thought that that was wonderful. So kudos to the Artist Collective and 411 Imprint. I loved it.
Amazing. All right. My last one is from the car exclusive that happened in Baton Rouge. This is Act 385, Welcome to the Jungle, from Dancers Only. This was the top super line that weekend. Already, right when you click on the video, giant jungle prop.
Okay.
With, like, vines coming off of it and, like, scaffolding so they could go onto the top part of it. Like, absolutely crazy prop right away. So, you know, you're already like, whoa, what's gonna happen? And they had so much power, and they had their littles, they had their bigs, like everybody and everyone just had so much power. I mean, this song is very powerful, and they definitely matched it. I think there was a picture posted on the car Instagram as well, but I saw it the moment in the video, and this girl does this batma. She's up front center. Her feet are a literal croissant, you guys. Like, oh my goodness, I literally put a croissant. Like, she like batmas, and it's this most gorgeous batma. She has like her focus up, and her like leg is to her head, and then her foot is just like perfection. Like, I want that.
I've never heard someone describe like a foot as a croissant.
It's a croissant. It's literally croissant. It's so good. But yeah, it was so intense. They just did such a good job, and yeah, they were like climbing on top of the scaffolding that was like embedded in the jungle, so it looked like it was just really, really, really good.
They were taking you on a journey.
Yeah, I went on a journey from the croissant foot to the scaffolding. I was on a journey, and it was so good. So amazing job.
The next one that I want to talk about, and the last one I want to talk about, is from Car Exclusive, Fort Lauderdale. Love Florida. Act 191, Bloom. This dancer is Gialina Fonseca. Probably said that wrong. Sorry. From Starlight Dance Studio. I'm pretty sure I talked about this dancer from Pembroke Pines last season. She was like this cutie little girl, missing her 2 front teeth, elite 6 to 8.
Let's go.
Her solo last year was insane, and she was already technically so beautiful. And then this year she came out the gate, still killing it. I wanted to know how you continue to excel. Personally, how? Because how do you elite 6 to 8 and you're already like so technically insane, like legs up here, tricks crazy going across the car stage, and so beautiful with the emotion at 6 to 8, and then maybe she moved to age 8 and she's getting even better.
Yeah.
How do you continue to get better at that age in the elite level? How? I said, Nicole, who's her teacher, what are you doing? What are you feeding these beautiful dancers? She got Elite Ultimate Performance Award and first overall, rightfully so. How do you feel those emotions at that age?
What have you been through?
Yeah. Did mom say no to the certain cereal that morning? Like,
it's the slime. The no to the slime.
Oh, is the slime still the thing?
Deep. I think so.
Okay. I don't know, but Gialina, you're killing it, girl. And I can't wait to see like how far you can go by 15.
Wow. Yeah.
You know?
Crazy.
She's going to be like Miss Dance World or something. I don't know. But she's killing it, and congratulations. She's like a little firecracker. She's like a little Roxy Brennan.
Ooh,
you know,
yeah.
like I feel like she's going to have a sassy solo like Roxy in like 3 years.
Work.
Maybe even next year. We'll see.
Okay, the last one I'm going to cover is from Rainbow Houston. This is Act 528, Fall in Line. This dancer's name is Adelaide Glenn. She's from Republic Edge. And we know Adelaide as a protege. We know her as a past overall winner. So I had to check out what they were working with. And Adelaide did such a good job with this routine. I feel like I'm so used to seeing her in these beautiful lyrical solos.
Yes.
And this is just like a little bit more mature for her, a little bit more edgy. She's got that black costume on. You can tell she's got the hoops. Like she came to serve. And she did. There's like a moment where she kind of starts off with this turn combination and then just flips her leg up and drops into the splits. Work. She has a moment where she does this really good like leg hinge and then kind of moves her head forward to really make that eye contact with the judges. Like I can tell she's been working, and I can tell that she's had like this new confidence about her too that really does transcend on the stage. So I was just so impressed with her. Congratulations. I'm sure Christina and Alicia and all of the amazing faculty over at Republic are doing an awesome job. And I cannot wait to be in Houston to watch it all live. You're going to be there too, right?
Yeah.
Ultra Houston.
Heck yeah.
It's going to be so good. I'm so excited.
Can you tell that we like love dance? Literally every weekend, I have my notes open. Like once a performance goes on stage, I'm like, oh yeah, I have to talk about this
That
one.
one.
Oh, and this one. Oh, and this one.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, MC, which one was that one? What act is it? What is it called? I need to write it down. Like, we literally love it. Okay.
It's been so good. Okay. That was it for your picks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we finish this episode, I just wanted to give a quick overview of the awesome week that we just had with Dancers Against Cancer. So we're going to have a little montage recap video for you guys to watch, but just for some context, we did an amazing masterclass over at Studio Siwa with the help of So You Think You Can Dance, and of course, the amazing Jojo Siwa and Jocelyn Siwa. We had Val and Jenna teach a fun little ballroom class. Max was there as well, and we had some performances from the season's cast. So check out this recap video. It was so much fun. We're hoping to do more classes like this in the future. And if you guys watched all the way until the end of this video, you can win some of our exclusive brand new Dancers Against Cancer merch that we just did a whole photo shoot for. So you can stay tuned on where to buy that. But one of you is going to be receiving one of these really cute either crew necks or some fun sweats or a cute new little shirt. So make sure you guys comment down below. Let us know where you're dancing, where we can see you next.
And you might win.
Where are you guys headed this upcoming week?
Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, that's where
My
you're from.
hometown. Maybe my mom will come visit you guys.
Yay.
I'll
Where are
send
you
her.
going?
I'm going to be in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Nice.
I've never been.
I haven't been there in a very long time.
I'm excited.
Long time. Love it. Well, as always, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate all the support. And we can't believe we're already like over halfway through the season.
Oh my goodness.
This is crazy.
It's
So,
flying by.
Oh.
Yeah. Before you know it, we'll be at finals. So make sure you guys are following all things Car, Rainbow, Ultra, DAC. Can't wait to see you.